Well, bow hunting season is in full swing, and the Department of Fish and Wildlife wants hunters to keep diseases from spreading among deer.
Chronic wasting disease and blue tongue are killing deer across eastern Washington, and there are new rules this year for hunters to follow. Derek Strom stopped by one of the department's hunter check stations to learn more.
Fish and Wildlife is concerned that it's seeing an increase in chronic wasting disease impacting entire populations of deer and elk in eastern Washington. It's a neurological disease and it spreads from animal to animal and is typically found in saliva, urine, or feces. The disease is incurable, so Fish and Wildlife is setting new rules to limit the disease's spread.
Getting your animals tested, that really helps our agency determine where this disease occurs on the landscape and what we can realistically do to try to combat this disease.
Fish and Wildlife does that testing by requiring hunters to send in lymph nodes from the deer or elk they've killed. WDFW has hunter check stations where those samples can be dropped off, and then they're sent to a lab at Washington State University.
Center for Disease Control, as well as our local health jurisdictions, recommend that you do not consume an animal that knowingly has CWD or any other prion disease.
Chronic wasting disease isn't the only disease Fish and Wildlife is concerned about. The Department of Fish and Wildlife says it's also seeing an outbreak of blue tongue, which is caused by midges or gnats biting deer or elk and infecting them. And even though blue tongue can often be confused with chronic wasting disease, the Department of Fish and Wildlife wants hunters to know the difference between the two. WDFW says blue tongue typically only infects animals during especially dry summers, but the symptoms for both diseases can be similar.
This year we have seen an uptick in cases of people reporting dead deer, and so our agency does keep track of those reports, and we do test what we can get our hands on.
WDFW has a reporting page for potential cases of blue tongue on its website. In Spokane Valley, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.